This is my evaluation of Common Sense Media's digital literacy curriculum. The curriculum is available online and free to educators. It is a research-based curriculum to help students harness technology and make safe, smart, and ethical decisions in the digital world. I've heard a lot about Common Sense Media during the last year in my Teacher Librarian Master's program. I've even informally tried out a few lessons with my students over the last school year. The reason I am evaluating the program now is because at Steamboat Springs Middle School, where I am currently a 7th grade classroom teacher, the Media Center or library is experiencing a lot of changes and needs a revamped curriculum. I have the opportunity to move into the position of teacher librarian for the 2016-17 school year, and I'm evaluating this curriculum to determine whether or not it should be implemented as part of a new library curriculum. Originally, I had wanted to focus my evaluation primarily on the design and engagement of the curriculum. However, I found that Apple's criteria for evaluating educational apps was really well done, with clearly written categories and some that I hadn't thought of. So I ended up using an adapted version of Apple's criteria, and it's what you see here. Developmental appropriateness, including cognitive and social skills, instructional design, whether or not the curriculum aligns with my learning goals, engagement and motivation, and accessibility. Since the library curriculum will fall into a specials rotation at our school, it is one that needs to fit every child in the school. Here's a brief overview of what I found. For developmental appropriateness, Common Sense Media has created an entire scope and sequence of units for grades K through 12. So being in a middle school, there are 3 units available, one for 6th grade, one for 7th, and one for 8th grade, which consist of 5 lessons each. The lessons build off one another and explore more mature content as the units go on. Also, extension activities exist for students to allow scaffolding and differentiation within each lesson. The next one is a big one for instructional design. Each lesson is paired to the Common Core state standards. Many also coincide with the 21st century skills that the Colorado Department of Education has deemed as essential to all students and are tied to the job of teacher librarian. Formative and summative assessments exist for each lesson and unit. For engagement and motivation, being that this is a media curriculum, you can imagine that it has a variety of interactive features woven throughout the lessons, including videos as well as game-like simulation activities for students. The lessons are a good balance of teacher-student or student-student interaction with the bonus of digital resources. In addition, the topics such as social media, advertisements, etc. are naturally engaging to the middle school age group. I think Common Sense Media has chosen topics that are extremely relevant to these students' lives, and it gives them a safe place to talk about it. Last is accessibility. I say that the lessons transcend medium and content because they are applicable whether students only use email or have accounts for all forms of social media. Lessons also address smart and safe searching on the internet, and information literacy comes in handy for all areas of life, of course. Again, lessons give students the opportunity to choose scenarios or topics that they want to access independently. And last but certainly not least, the curriculum is super accessible for teachers because of its intuitiveness and flexibility. No teacher wants to be handed a curriculum and told to deliver it verbatim, so Common Sense Media's lessons can be taught this way or it can be done a number of different ways, and resources can be taken into different lessons or they can be stretched out in any number of ways. In conclusion, I was super impressed with the digital literacy curriculum from start to finish. I think it's a very thorough and well thought out program that would be a great addition to a larger library curriculum. I think that the 5 lessons would fit nicely into a larger 8-week instructional quarter that we have at our school, allowing time to use assessments and extension activities. I think its flexibility and menu of resources is ideal for a new program. So I do recommend that Steamboat Springs Middle School incorporates Common Sense Media, their digital literacy curriculum, into its library program for next year. Thanks for watching.